Wish you a very good morning to all. So we are in our chemistry chapter 1, matter in our surroundings. So as my previous video, we have discussed the different states of matter. So in that solid, liquid and gas, and we have compared also, even we discussed the temperature related the topics, how to convert Celsius to Kelvin, Kelvin to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to vice versa. So that all things we discussed, and today I am going to discuss the final topic, that is interconversion of states of matter. So this is the last topic in your syllabus of this chapter. So interconversion means how solid convert into liquid, liquid convert into gas, and gas vice versa, it's converted into solid as well as convert into gas. So all things we will discuss in this video. So here the last topic we are going to discuss, that is interconversion of states of matter. Before that, we should understand the interconversion of states of matter, how they convert and what are the factors responsible for that. First and foremost factor that interconversion of states of matter, that is temperature. Isn't it? See, first is the temperature. If temperature is increased, it change its state. If temperature decrease, it change its state, or it will increase or decrease, either or. So in that the temperature plays an important role. Another factor, that is pressure. Okay, so here first is the temperature, the main factor, and next is the pressure. So these are the two factors. On that basis the interconversion of states of matter is possible. So here remember that in exam it may ask which of the following factor is responsible for the interconversion of states of matter. So four options would be given to you, and you have to select any one of this. Okay, so that type of questions can be asked. Now we are coming to the main topic, interconversion. S for the solid, L for the liquid, G for the gas. Okay, this is solid, this is liquid, and this one is gas. So SLG. SLG. Start with S, middle, that is liquid, and G for ending, gas. Again it will come to the solid, that we will discuss. Now here see, first interconversion. Suppose solid convert into liquid, and the process we call that is melting. What is the process? Melting. The first step, that is melting. Okay, now melting is possible when substance is solid. Remember that melting is possible when the substance is solid. So this is, suppose we are taking example of ice. Ice as a solid. Okay, convert into water, H2O. So that is melting. That we call as a melting. Here many examples are that Antarctica ocean, if you know that Antarctic region, the ice melt into water. Okay, melting process, and then the ocean level get increased. So that is ice converted into water, that is a melting process. Now again another process, from liquid to solid, that is also possible if you put water at the very low temperature. Very low temperature, so that liquid convert into solid. First solid convert into liquid, that is a melting, and then liquid convert into solid, that is a fusion. fusion or freeze. It is called freezing also. Generally we are telling freeze. Ice is freeze into the refrigerator. Generally we are speaking this. So when we are keeping water into the refrigerator, so that time water convert into ice. So it is called ice cubes, and that process we call as a freezing. So here another step is freezing. Okay, so two steps are clear: melting solid to liquid and liquid to solid, that is freezing. Now next we are coming liquid to gas and gas to liquid. So how it is possible? Suppose liquid convert into gas. Melting we are using, so liquid to gas generally we call as a boiling. If you know that, generally we call as a boiling. So boiling process, because liquid convert to gas at the high temperature. It is a high temperature, then it called as a boiling. Water is boiling. We are telling water is boiling. We are not telling water is melting. Okay, remember that. Ice is melting, we are telling, but water is melting, we are not telling. Generally we are telling water is boiling. So here we. So next step. This is for the solid to liquid. Okay. Now next that is boiling. Boiling or vaporize. Vaporization. Vaporization. Okay. Or another terminology, that is evaporation. Generally this is very common, evaporation. Okay, so these three, boiling, vaporization and evaporation, means liquid convert into gas at the high temperature. Here temperature is high. Okay. So boiling, vaporization, evaporation. Then another process is there, gas convert into liquid. So here liquid to gas. Okay, liquid to gas. Now another process, gas convert to liquid, that is condensation. Which process? Condensation. You are aware about process we call C for the condensation. Cloud, if you know that. Generally this step is occur in a water cycle. Water cycle having 5 steps you are aware about. So in that one of the process there is a condensation and cloud formation. So after the evaporation process the cloud formation occur, that is condensation. And behalf of that, condensation also known as or liquefaction. Liquefaction. Okay, liquefaction. So that also condensation or liquefaction. That all we are aware that coming in the water cycle. So here gas to liquid. Gas to liquid. Now another step is coming, very important. Now you hear about solid to liquid, melting and fusion process, liquid to gas, vaporization, evaporation, boiling, and gas to liquid, that is condensation or liquefaction. Now here important step we are going to discuss. Sometimes solid convert to direct gas without going in the liquid state. Remember that solid convert direct into the gas without going in the liquid state. That state is called sublimation. Which measure? sublimation. Sublimation. Now will you give me an example? Solid to direct gas. Yes, it is there. Camphor, kapoor. If you know that camphor, kapoor. Camphor is an example. Or naphthalene balls. That is also one of the example. Camphor, kapoor. They convert solid to direct gas without going into the liquid state. So that is sublimation. Now sometimes it happens that gas convert directly into the solid. Gas convert directly into the solid. If you know that dry ice. Dry ice, if you know, that is CO2. CO2. Okay, dry ice also it is a CO2. So gas convert directly into the solid. So that also one of the process we call as sublimation. Now my dear student, in your textbook, different processes are there, different experiments are given. That one time you go through it, see the activities which are given in the textbook. So in that different states are mentioned. In the melting is mentioned and boiling is mentioned. Okay, so differentiate between melting point and boiling point. So what is melting and what is boiling? So boiling and melting, it's totally opposite. Now how we can able to identify see here, melting and boiling. Generally melting and boiling. So here remember that the melting possible only in the solid state. Okay, boiling is possible in the liquid state. So here in the melting, it need low temperature. Temperature is low. Okay, and here it need high temperature. So boiling 100 degrees Celsius, you know that water is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. So in that, if you add any chemical, suppose alcohol or kerosene, they are boiling. They are not melting. Remember this. So liquid, in that we are using boiling. Melting we are using in the solid part, and in decreasing temperature, here increasing temperature. So all the differences are given in your textbook. So that also you can refer. So in your textbook, if you see page number 36 and 37, 36 and 37, different examples of melting and boiling point is given. So different substances are given in melting and boiling. Suppose I can take example of melting. So best example, that is ice. Ice will melt. Here I can take example boiling, that is water, simple. Okay, water is boiling, ice is melting. So different type of examples are given. Here alcohol, kerosene, diesel, so they are boiling and melting in that ice there. Suppose we can take example of another example also we can take. It is mentioned, if you see. So in that it is mentioned sodium, sulfur. Okay, sodium also, sulfur also. So they are using the phenomena that is melting. So my dear student, this is about the interconversion of states of matter. So solid to liquid, liquid to gas, how it is interchanged, how it is converging, and what are the phenomena we are using here, what are the terminology we are using here, that all are useful for you. So here another thing we are going to discuss, that is evaporation. Generally evaporation. It is not operation. It is evaporation. Evaporation is just process where liquid convert into gas. So that is evaporation. Okay. If you have made tea, okay. So in that, when you put into the cup and saucer, so that time some air is coming. Okay, when you boil water is boiling, that time also air is coming. That is evaporation. Evaporation process generally we observe in a water cycle, so that you are aware. So this is the end of this chapter, and if possible, go through the question answers which are there and NCERT mentioned in the textbook. So that questions are very crucial, so that you will write in your notebook. Okay, because it is difficult for me to go through all the type of question answers. So here we are completing our chapter. Interconversion was the last step which is there in the textbook and which is very much important. It can be asked in 3 marks, it can be asked in 5 marks also. So remember that draw a level diagram of interconversion of states of matter. So that can be asked in exam. So here it's my humble request to all of you. Please go through the textbook, pick up the NCERT question answers which are there in the exercise itself. So that are very crucial. So thank you and have a nice day.